Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Off the Glass. I'm your host, Tony Anthony Macon, and alongside me is Myron Walker.
You got it.
Tonight's subjects: the state of the NBA. Some good basketball on last night,
Oh, yeah.
but did we just see only a few of the teams that actually have a chance? How many teams in the NBA actually have a good standing chance in the playoffs? Also, we will revisit some of the NFL stories and give an outlook on how the season has been going so far, and have we started watching yet?
Not this guy.
The MLB playoffs is going strong.
Uh-huh.
We'll kick into some of that.
Go Yankees.
And
Verlander.
O.J. Simpson. Now, I said a few weeks back, this nigga need to stop talking. Well, I think he just need to go into complete hiding. All that and more on this edition of Off the Glass.
Yeah.
Myron, what's up, man?
Chilling, man. Always good to be here. Another great week. So, I'm good, man. You know me. I'm always positive and happy to be here. I'm straight, baby. How about you, bro?
I'm cool, man. I came across a story earlier. It's like all types of shit that's going on in the news, man. And your boy, number 45, the Teflon Don, he made a
Agent Orange
comment. He actually called. I don't want to mess up all the names of the story, but there was a war gentleman that died in the active duty, and
thank you for your sacrifice.
well,
To you and your family.
what he said to his wife, the widow, was, I don't want to, I'm going to quote it wrong, but basically he just says he knew this type of things, he knew it happened. The soldier
Knew what he signed up for?
knew what he signed up for.
Come on
Exactly,
now.
that's what he said.
Come on now.
He knew what he signed up for. That's what he said.
Come on, man.
45. We may have to do a beef stew show this weekend, man, and kind of really go into some different political topics. We may just do one this weekend, but we are here on Off the Glass. We are talking sports, and we want to get into the NBA. State of the NBA.
I love the NBA, guys.
Well, last night, one of the top stories, Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward.
Ugly fall.
Yeah, tore his, he fractured his ankle.
Dislocated ankle.
Dislocated ankle.
Broken tibia.
Broken tibia. Okay.
Damn.
So, it was jacked up. And Skip Bayless made a comment on Twitter. Skip Bayless said, now that Gordon Hayward's down, this should make it easier for LeBron to get to the finals and lose again. Now, a lot of players did not like that. They're like, a man just could have possibly ended his career, and this is all you got to say.
That's all you have to say.
But at the same time, myself, salute to Skip fucking Bayless.
Man, I can't stand Skip Bayless, man.
Salute to Skip for understanding.
Understanding what?
That fuck all that being a hater. The objective hate. Didn't I tell you that there's a lot of objective haters out there?
Yeah, I mean, but
Well, and the thing is he found his way to hate on LeBron, but also be objective about the situation, because everyone else is thinking my heart goes out to Gordon Hayward. I sat there and the first thing I thought was,
he knew what he signed up for.
Kyrie Irving will be MVP this year.
Kyrie Irving not going to be MVP this
will
year.
be MVP this year.
He not. First off,
Actually, they had a hell of a front court. Damn,
young guys.
The two young guys, my man from Duke, and also the old boy from Cal. Damn, I can't think of their names right now. However, both was balling. And they got well, actually I'll say one. My man from Cal, he was getting off. He was nice.
NBA ready though. I mean,
definitely so. I mean, they was playing against the Eastern Conference champions, and you know
he was getting it off.
No slouch. I mean, he had over 20 points. It was probably at least he was shooting over 40% from the field. That young man was playing good ball.
Yeah.
But yeah. When Skip Bayless said that, you know, I wasn't mad at him because he was doing what a host's supposed to do for a show.
It's the difference between bringing, you know, color commentary or, you know, bringing some flavor and versus just saying just hateration, just dumb, I mean, not really saying anything but making noise. Just
Gordon Hayward foot looked like a dress sock, all hanging off the front of a big toe. So I didn't like, you know, it was what it was. At the end of the day, yes, it definitely was horrific. It looked bad, but injuries happen.
Let me say this. Speaking to this guy who had a major injury in the backyard of one of the homies, you know, back in the
court. It was kind of more so in the woods.
In the woods.
That shit wasn't even a backyard. That shit was like in the deep. It was in a secluded area.
Right.
The full court. That shit was low key one of the hottest spots to hoop.
Yeah, it was an exclusive spot in Southfield. Shout out,
Brandon.
Yes.
Brandon.
Okay, I've hooped there a couple times. It was a wonderful, arena. Okay,
yeah.
But all I'm saying is, this guy right here tore ACL messing around with some random big dude, and then like Gordon, hey, you know how you felt. That's what I'm saying. So Skip Bayless' comments minimized, you know, what Gordon Hayward was going through. Well, he minimized it because he made it about LBJ.
At the same time, I didn't
took a shot at it.
Well, I mean, when it like for me, and it wasn't the NBA, so I can't even compare the two.
I'm just saying, I'm comparing the feeling when you thought you might not have known if you hooped again.
But see, my feeling was I didn't think any of that. I thought more so. At the end of the day, I didn't know until like the next day how serious of a matter it was at first. I was just thinking like, shit, I'm gonna go home and soak this motherfucker and I'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't say that we shared the same thoughts because he played on a higher level. Like if I was in the NBA, then I would have been thinking to myself like, okay, that may be my career.
Okay.
You know, I was playing ball outside and I was just thinking to myself like, hey, I'm gonna be all right.
So even when you realize the severity of the injury, I mean, you know, it may
if someone would have said something, I would have just been like, "It's what it is." I mean, but I mean, and that's the difference in the way of people thinking. People think totally different. For every, put it like this: for everybody that was, it's
an earthquake just now.
Everyone that was feeling sorry for Gordon Hayward. There was, I'm sure, at least the same amount of people that said, okay, so, you know what I mean?
Next man up, we good now.
Mean,
hell yeah.
Like I said, Skip Bayless just had the fucking nuts to hit send on that tweet.
Okay. Oh, and it was a tweet too?
Yeah, it was a tweet. But I don't know if he apologized today or not. I didn't actually watch the show.
I can't stand Skip Bayless.
I just thought it was like, I was like, man. In the field that he's in, the media, we look for someone to say that type of shit. Everybody can't be the bland hearts go out to you. Everybody can't be that, man. You know what I mean? There has to be some type of
you can be edgy.
Variety.
You can be that. Okay, you can bring the heat, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta be respectful of certain shit. You know, it's got to. That's all.
But
anyway.
But to get past that,
right.
The game. We watched LeBron James and Kyrie go at it.
LeBron was involved in the play that injured him.
He was, but I mean,
it was a basketball play. It wasn't dirty. Play. He jumped up. LeBron, you know, he looked like he had his LeBron workout all summer. You know what I'm saying? He came in, looked like he was in NBA shape. He bodied him in the air. He went to block the shot. he kind of bodied him a little bit. Nothing like he didn't bring him down. He just gave him a little body in the air, and he landed it crazy.
But you know that's the thing. I thought nothing of that.
Yeah.
And the reason why I thought nothing of that is because, like you just said, it was a basketball play. So I didn't think anything of that play. I just thought it was just straight up basketball.
Basketball play, and it looked like Hayward
You
tried
may
to
be making
hang.
more out of it than it is.
He tried to hang, and then it shot up, and then that's why his legs, instead of having his feet ready to land, he tried to hang and try to get past the block that LeBron, because LeBron was gonna beat it.
Uh-huh.
So anyway,
but yeah, like I said, to the game though,
Mm-hmm.
to the game, this was a good game.
it's been a couple good games to start the league.
The Celtics showed that they were able to possibly compete with them, but I mean, at the same time, this is what, and it kind of goes into the game two as well, where the Warriors and Rockets played. You felt the playoff atmosphere,
Off rip.
but and it's like, how many players acknowledge that that's how it was? Because like, if you look at the Cavs won, but did they win by enough to a team that actually lost one of their star players? But at the same time, when you say they lost one of their star players, hell, technically, a star player was missing from the Cavs as well.
And that star player knew the inner workings of the Cavaliers. No matter, it's a new squad.
Oh, I'm talking about.
Yeah, so Kyrie.
No, I'm talking about Isaiah Thomas was missing.
Yeah, so Isaiah Thomas was missing from the Cavs, and Isaiah Thomas was missing from the Celtics. But Kyrie was missing from the Cavs, and Kyrie was present on the Celtics.
I'm talking more so you had Isaiah Thomas missing from the Cavs, the team he plays for. You had Gordon Hayward missing from the Celtics, the team he plays for.
Both are true. And then the thing is, I'm just saying, Kyrie Irving has an intimate knowledge of the Cavs. So yes, they lost Hayward.
This is kind of a different team now without Kyrie, though.
But he has an intimate knowledge of how
you know how certain players
LBJ reacts in certain situations and coaching schemes. Now they could have changed it up in these last, few
You can
months.
say that, but LeBron James isn't predictable.
He's not.
So when you're not a predictable player, playing against that person isn't the same.
I'm not speaking to him alone. Okay? If you spent most of your time in an organization and you've been through thousands of walkthroughs and practices and games, okay, with the same organization, and then you leave and it's only been one offseason. It's the same coach, same owner, same nucleus of star player in terms of LBJ.
D-Wade had a few blocks last night, too.
D-Wade.
So you got D-Wade, you got Derrick Rose. I mean, the offense has to move different with these players. So, in a sense, yeah, it could be kind of, sort of, but not really. I mean, because, like, at the same time, Isaiah Thomas, he wasn't there, but even if he was, he'd be looking at a different Celtics team. Mm-hmm. That team is different without Isaiah Thomas. Actually, that team looked like they moved the ball better without Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
So
it's true.
It was a good matchup at the end of the day. And from what I can see, Celtics actually may be, I won't say without Gordon Hayward, we don't know when he comes back. I mean, he should come back this season, it looks like. Possibly.
Really?
No.
I don't know. They say no timetable.
No timetable.
That's the official.
Basically.
That's the official. No timetable.
He's tough.
He is. Tough kid.
Yes, I think he may come back. However, I don't think he comes back with the same impact.
Not this year.
It's not a Paul George type of.
If I were to give you some advice, Hayward, I would say you only come back for the playoffs, bro. Take this whole regular season out.
I don't say that.
Come back the last 10 games. Get you 10 games in last regular season and come and make noise in playoffs.
Whenever they say you're ready to play, that's when you come back. Don't wait too long, because if you do, you will Derrick Rose yourself. Derrick Rose waited too long. Derrick Rose waited too long. He waited too long.
Derrick Rose can't help his genetic makeup. He's genetically a China
But see, the thing is the longer he waited, the more scared he got to get back on the court. And when you start getting scared, you start playing scared on the court, and you injure yourself when you're afraid. Yeah, when you're scared. Like, it sounded like he was scared, Mm-hmm. People didn't know if he was waiting for a contract year to make sure that, he was going to get a better contract and all types of shit. It was just sounding, he sounded scared to come back after that injury. He didn't want to rush it, this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. While Iman Shumpert had the same injury and came back months before he did. And like you said, I mean, sometimes it's genetically the way your body's made up. Right. But at the same time, if they say you're ready to come back and you just decide not to get on the court, it's a different recovery as if you was ready, boom, get back out there, let's get it, let's get into it. I think he would have been better off.
Right.
But anyway.
But you posed a question, though. You said, you posed a question at the beginning of the show. You said,
well, quickly, before we go into that question, Game 2.
Right.
Warriors Rockets. You get a chance to see it?
I didn't see it. It was, that's that West Coast game. I had to get up and go to work.
I got some good sleep during the day before for the games came on, so I watched it, and I have to say that the Rockets were impressive.
Obviously.
Well, I mean, no, most of the game the Warriors led. I tell you, Nick Young looked impressive. Nick Young fits well into that offense. Mm-hmm. Nick Young was letting that motherfucker fly. Nick Young was getting buckets. Let me put some respect on his name. Swaggy P. Swaggy P was getting busy, baby. Swaggy P was putting it up in the air, and they was dropping.
Dang.
And the Warriors was looking like the Warriors. But every time they went up, Rockets brought it back, made it close, kept the game close enough to wearing that in. They did what they needed to do.
So my thing, because I didn't see the game, so my opinion of the Rockets is they're a high-powered offense. They're the highest powered offense probably in the history of the NBA, especially with
the Warriors.
What did I say?
You said the Rockets.
Did I say the Rockets?
Yeah, you did.
I apologize.
I said the Warriors.
Warriors. So the thing is, but their defense, their perimeter defense, starting with,
Oh no, they had a good defense. I mean, last year they led the league in blocks.
Yeah, I mean, but perimeter defense. So what I mean is, so
perimeter defense, they got
Steph Curry. Steph Curry's not the best.
It's not bad.
He's not bad. He's not.
Steph Curry plays great. Plays the passing lanes great. Put it like that. And not a lot of point guards come in and give him a lot of buckets. You know what I mean?
Because I'm wondering, because I didn't see the game.
And his offense is really good defense.
How did they get?
The Rockets played their game. The Rockets played the Warriors' game.
Mm-hmm.
And see, the thing is typically a lot of teams can't score with the Warriors like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, it was times where where the Rockets need to stop.
Mm-hmm.
They got it. I mean, you got guys like Trevor Ariza and so forth that can get you good defensive plays, but they were clicking on the same cylinders that the Warriors were clicking on. James Harden was playing good ball.
Yes.
Chris Paul.
Daddy.
My nigga Eric Gordon was out there looking nice too.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a team. They got a team that moves quick with them.
Mm-hmm.
That can move up and down the court.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, they won by one with a buzzer with the ball that just did not leave Kevin Durant's hand quick enough. And they won by 1 point. Playoff atmosphere. The Rockets were trying to prove something.
Mm-hmm.
And what they proved was, I mean, it's only the first game of the season. That's what I had at the end of the day. It's only the first game of the season.
Since last night until they play in Sacramento tonight. They 1,000%.
Right. Matter of fact, before we go on, let's see. Let's look at this, because this leads into my question that I posed.
Yep, and then that wasn't even that because you said how many teams are playoff. Right.
Right now, Detroit and Charlotte are playing. Detroit is up 25. Oh, actually, it's 25-25. Now, so this brings into that question: what are we even watching the Pistons and Hornets for if they don't even have a fucking chance of doing anything? What are we watching for?
I mean, Pistons.
Because
Charlotte.
Let me give you another game that goes right after that. Brooklyn and Indiana playing.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, Indiana playing right now. Miami and Orlando. Miami has some good young talent, but still, they're not gonna win a championship. Philly and the Wizards. Now,
interesting.
Very interesting, because Philly, Joel Embiid, I think, is that next guy at center.
But he's on limited time. limited playing time right now because they don't want to overwork his China out body.
Well, no. Eventually, they'll break out of that. I mean, like last year there was a lot of games where they said, you know what, let's let him rock.
Right.
And he played well.
He did. I'm not minimizing his ability. The kid is gifted, and so gifted to the point where yes, he can take over a game easily. Okay, but they're only giving him 15, 20 minutes a game because.
Well, like I said, they started to give him more than that. We'll see what they do this season.
No, he's slotted for 15 minutes for this game, for this season so far. It started out 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. But when you plan the way he plays, guess what? You can't do nothing but let him rock.
I guess that's what the New York Giants said until
football, basketball, totally different.
Still two contact sports. Ask Gordon Hayward. Not that different.
Big difference.
It's a difference.
Big difference.
But the potential of injury is still pretty.
People go down in NFL every second. You can get a night where somebody doesn't get injured in the NBA. There's never a week where they don't get injured in the NFL.
How many game openers have we had a major star go down?
Well, you see, you're going too far.
Am I going too
far? Major star?
Gordon Hayward
is not a major star.
It's okay. B-list, NBA.
He was an all-star last year.
That's what I'm saying.
At the same time, major star is too high.
Major
B-list is okay. Maybe.
Major player for the Celtics. He was a starter.
From the looks of it, it may have been the best thing. The way the backups played, it could have been the best thing.
We only got a sample size. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're playing Milwaukee tonight, so we'll see. But let's go into that question, though. The question is basically, I'm going to leave this on the table. Like, I mean, when you look at it like this, it's like, what are we watching the NBA for when we know what teams are going to do what? It's only, I put it like this. The front runner for an NBA championship is the Golden State Warriors. Now, when you start thinking of other teams that you think to yourself, you maybe have 4 to 5 cities that have a possible chance. Those 4 to 5 cities, and you can insert them any type of way. Oklahoma City, Cavs, also possibly the Spurs.
Always.
Like I said, 4, and if I go 4 to 5, I might as well put the Warriors as a fifth. But you start thinking Rockets. But I'm saying I might as well put the. I'm saying like. The Rockets could put in there, but it's only so many teams that can say they have a hopeful championship team. Now I'll throw the Celtics in there as a team that can make it to the finals, just because of the fact that, in all actuality, Kyrie Irving is a championship point guard. So you don't want to just completely rule him out, but. In a 7-game series, he's not beating LeBron James. But, like I said, I don't want to rule him out because he is an NBA.
I mean, just because. I mean, so now the thing is, you still have in Brad Stevens an excellent coach, one of the few coaches that came out the box.
Why is he so excellent? What has he proved to be an excellent coach? He's a good coach.
Oh my God. Okay, so he took.
I'm just saying, like
a college program. Far into the dance.
They didn't win a championship.
But they were well coached. Then he came into the NBA.
How many coaches have we given excellent without reaching the championship? That's what I'm saying. He has no gold on his resume. Maybe, and I don't know.
I didn't say he was a Hall of Fame coach,
but I'm just saying, still, excellent is too far. See, we kill coaches like Eric Spoelstra because of the team he had, and
did we kill Eric Spoelstra?
A lot of people did.
Because they were saying he had a bunch of talent. Of course, he was getting his success because he has the talented squad when the big three were there. And then now when he went through adversity and he had rookies, Eric Spoelstra still made the Heat relevant.
Well, the Heat had they make good decisions as far as drafting. also trades and so forth. So give a little credit to Pat Riley. But a lot of credit to Pat Riley. Matter of fact.
Yeah,
but
he probably having them daily sit downs with
right.
Pat, and he's giving them coaching points.
Right.
Like that.
I like Eric Spoelstra as a coach.
He's able to receive coaching.
I'm
from
just
Pat
saying.
And you know what I'm saying.
I like Brad Stevens as a coach, but I can't call him excellent. So
he's very good.
He's a good coach. Excellent is like when you start saying excellent. I mean, what's higher than excellent?
I mean, I don't know. Outstanding.
So that's what I'm saying. Because if you
Unparalleled.
say excellent, you putting them on the same
Hall
platform.
of Famer.
That's what I'm. But when you say excellent, you're putting them up there with Greg Popovich. You're putting them up there with coaches that are excellent. So I mean, like, yeah, he
Okay.
still has to prove his excellence.
For a young guy,
He's a good coach.
and this is his fourth season.
He's a good coach.
He's a great coach. So
Great. It's
So
too-
so my
give him
point
too
so
much.
my point being is now let me say this.
'Cause if,
is
like-
he a better coach than Tyronn Lue?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Tyronn Lue team won.
They did.
Their head-to-head matchups, Tyronn Lue has won. So I can't say who's a better coach. I can't. Yeah, that's like saying, yeah, okay, sure.
I'll give the head nod to Tyronn Lue just because he's been in the league longer. He has a championship, and he was able to deal with not huge, but LeBron he's never been a problem in the locker room, but he dealt with.
But we getting off
Like I
subject.
said, we are. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
no, I'm just saying, like,
I'm just saying, I
it's
feel
like
it.
I don't know.
I
I'm
feel
not
it.
about to compare Tyronn Lue to anybody.
Anybody,
Right?
I feel
like
you. I feel
said,
you.
he's-
I was just trying to make a comment.
He's a
and then
championship
he said,
coach, and I don't even want to
Anyway, Brad Stevens is a good coach.
I'm not gonna break down a Tyronn Lue.
Excellent in some people's
I'm just
opinion.
saying, Tyronn Lue. I like it's hard for me to just. That's a touchy subject.
And I feel
But the state of the NBA.
right.
What we're looking at is where did it go wrong?
I don't think it's went wrong anywhere. I think this is one of the most even. Like all 32 teams will not be superstar teams.
But see, this is the thing. Is that a problem? Because when you look at the NFL, listen.
I got you.
And
I
look
feel
at
you. I feel
and
you.
you look at Major League Baseball,
I got you. Mm-hmm.
and you look at the NHL.
Yep.
Competitive wise, at the beginning of the season that there's multiple teams that have a chance. Like, as in, there's not just 5 teams. Like I just named, I gave 5 teams in which we know the Celtics is not winning
And
the
then
fucking
you
championship.
didn't say
or 6.
What I'm saying
we know
is,
the Celtics is not winning the championship. It's really only 2 to 3 teams possibly that's winning the championship.
I wouldn't say that.
It's in the NFL right now. We're looking at let's go right to the NFL.
Patriots.
Let me bring it up. We're looking at the Patriots,
Chiefs.
You're looking at hell. To be honest, I'm not gonna say. I'll put it like this: the Lions could make it to the second round of the playoffs this year.
Lions are a playoff team.
But they're a playoff team.
Yeah.
But anything can happen in the playoffs, right?
And that's my point with the NBA. Anything
No,
can happen
it's
in
not.
playoffs. That's my point.
That's not even the same.
I
That's
know
what I'm saying.
it's not. I know it's not the same because the thing is, it's a
16
7-game.
teams.
It's a 7-game series.
Well,
in
not
the
even.
NBA.
But I'm saying 16 teams make the NFL playoffs. 16 teams make the NBA playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 4 teams, or 3 teams. There's 4 teams. Give me who can win a championship right now? Who could actually you can legitimately say that you would put up
Sleeper.
$500. I'm not going to make you put up a million. I'm going to say 500.
500.
500 is comfortable to say. I know these
That can win a
these teams can
championship.
win a championship.
That is not Golden State.
That if you put your
That is not Cleveland. That is not Boston. That is also
you put Boston. You put 500 on Boston.
No. You said
I'm saying give me 5 teams that you would put $500 on right now in the NBA.
Okay, wait, and I'm saying they can't be the ones that you named earlier.
They can be the ones I named. Give me 5 of them that you would put $500 on.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and start off and say the first 2 will be, of course, Golden State and Cleveland, and then I'll name 3 more. Okay, sleepers that you didn't mention. Minnesota
You would comfortably put $500 on Minnesota.
Minnesota.
$500 of your money. You would
Yeah.
put $500 on Minnesota.
Minnesota has a squad.
They got a squad, but listen to me. Would you put $500 on them to win a
If
championship?
they're in the playoffs,
Milwaukee has a squad. There's other teams that have a squad, but would you put $500 on them?
I'm just saying, if I look at them on paper, and I'm looking at my DraftKings and something like that, and I'm like, hey, I'm about to go ahead and wager some money on these guys. $500. They have the tools, and if they made it to the playoffs,
Can you stand to lose $500 like that?
I mean, hey, I'm not gonna bet it if I can't stand to lose it. So,
Okay, so
I'm just
Give me
naming. I'm naming sleepers. I said sleeper.
give me money that you can't stand to lose right now.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because what I'm saying is,
I got you.
Would you?
I mean, but that's not what
Would you
you're
sneeze
saying.
at? Like, I can't sneeze at $500 right now. If I lost $500, if I had $500, if someone said to take this $500, or no, take $500 out of your bank account and go put it on a team that you think
Sure
should
money
win.
would be, of course. I'll just say it for this guy. Okay, so sure money, yes. Celtics. I'm sorry. Golden State, Cleveland. Sure money, yeah. Okay.
Can
Yeah.
you name another team that you would put sure money on?
Sure money on? I mean, let's say, shoot. Oh, OKC.
But that's what I'm saying.
OKC.
If I go to the NFL, right?
OKC. Spurs.
If I go to the NFL, right now I'm looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, they actually have a legitimate chance. A matter of fact, I can just say who can make it to the championship. Yeah, and I'll give you that.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying though, that's what I'm saying.
Minnesota can make it.
Look, listen, they can. They can.
Jimmy Butler.
Can they beat San Antonio in the
Yes.
They can beat San Antonio.
Jimmy
in
Butler,
7 games.
way more athletic than any perimeter player that they have on the Spurs. Then they have
Kawhi
Mr.
Leonard
Towns.
he's better than Kawhi Leonard.
But Kawhi Leonard plays the 3 and 4. He's not a 2. He's not a 1 or 2.
Jimmy Butler plays the 3.
So
Kawhi Leonard who's a better player? Kawhi Leonard actually who's a better player?
Kawhi Leonard, because he's longer and he's coached better. I would
And
say
he's a
that.
champion.
And he's a champion. So other than
Spurs.
Kawhi Leonard though, Spurs is kind of light. Okay, they got Kawhi Leonard and they got Aldridge.
They got Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay lives up to his name.
They really has a decent team, man. And they have a great coach. They have a great
They
coach.
do multiple championships.
Can they beat OKC?
Spurs can beat.
Not the Spurs.
Oh,
Minnesota.
Minnesota, can they beat OKC?
You try. I'll put it like this, man.
Yes,
You're giving them.
Mr. Towns. Mr. Towns.
You're giving them too much credit right now, man.
Mr.
They got
Towns,
about 2 years. They got
Butler.
about 2 years, maybe 1 year. But they not. Wiggins is not the guy you think he is.
Wiggins,
He's not the guy you think
athletic,
he is.
long,
He's not it.
plays defense,
But-
has a killer mid range.
Let's go down these power rankings in the NFL.
Okay.
Let me just tell you how the NFL looks. Kansas City Chiefs, boom. Philadelphia Eagles, 5-1. They looking good right now, man. The Patriots, they're 4-2. And you would say they could still win a championship,
Because
right?
they're the Patriots.
Pittsburgh Steelers, 4-2.
I don't know how they got 4-2 in.
But would you say
trash?
And exactly, but is it always
No, they're not. No,
You don't think they can win a championship?
not this year. Definitely.
Pittsburgh can still win a championship.
Come on now.
They can. They're Pittsburgh.
Love their coach too, though.
See, but that's what I'm saying. That coaching, that defense, the way they play, they still have a chance. Seattle Seahawks.
Defense travels, but their defense has been suspect this year. Seems like I don't know.
But we know
Yeah.
at any point in time, if it turns up,
LOD.
boom.
LAO.
Carolina, the Panthers. Can they make it to a championship? Can they win?
They was there last year.
The year before.
The year before.
Cam is turned up again.
Yeah.
He's turning up right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Atlanta Falcons, they were there last year.
Yeah.
They're only 3-2. But you still say to yourself, they could run the table. Denver Broncos, they're 3-2. But guess what? They got a chance. They're not bad. Los Angeles Rams, they're 4-2.
No.
They have to prove themselves.
Heck no.
You got the Redskins at 3-2.
Nope.
Probably not.
Houston Texans.
Houston Texans.
Nope.
Deshaun Watson has been
Deshaun Watson
That's been
I
balling.
applaud you, bro. But
I'll tell you
Mr.
like
Watt
this,
is injured.
I'll give you another team right now. The Dallas Cowboys right now, they are 2-3, and guess what?
They got a quarter. They got a running back for the next 2 weeks. We don't know what's going to happen after that. It's looking good for him.
They got the Niners this week, who was fucking sorry.
Yeah.
So that should be a win. They could easily turn that season around easy. So that's what I'm saying. With the NFL, you never know. You never know. I keep going. The Saints gave,
Let me tell you why.
work last week to the Lions. But then you still saying the Lions could still get in the playoffs and anything can happen, right?
Anything.
So with that saying, if you can say the Detroit Lions could possibly make something happen, guess what? Boom.
The difference between an NBA team and an NFL team is one game for an NFL team is 4.5 games for an NBA
Super
team.
Jets.
Okay. All right.
By the way, in the middle of this, like, subscribe, and share. Please, we need to get more subscribers. We're trying to go live when we do this, do these videos. We can go live. It'll be much more fun. We can actually get interaction from the chats and so forth, and kind of keep it going. But anyway, continue.
Anyway, yeah. So the thing is,
Super Jets.
Each game is much more important in the NFL. So
I'm just saying, but that's the thing. All I'm saying is, the NBA is a league that's not competitive right now.
Not true. It's more. They're the middle class in the NBA. The middle class in the NBA has grown in the offseason. You really can't deny that. You still have your upper echelon of talent in terms of GSW and LBJ and teams.
What you're not getting to, the point is, what's the point of teams?
That strong middle class can knock off any team at any day or any given Sunday.
Come on, man. Toronto Raptors can win a championship.
I'm not talking about Toronto Raptors.
I'm just saying, okay, regular season, that don't count. I'm talking about
OKC, they can't beat anybody.
They would have to be considered in the elite.
So
it's only like I said, it's only 3 to 4, 5. I'm only giving 5 teams that are elite.
OKC, GSW, LBJ and company. Who else? Who else is elite? What? Celtics?
They're not elite.
Celtics not elite?
No.
Okay.
They're not elite.
I got you.
And I'm only giving the Spurs elite just because of, like I said, they have a champion in Kawhi, and because I can't give the Rockets elite. Yeah, they beat Golden State last night, but they're not elite.
Okay.
So I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it kind of comes down to.
Is it 4? So it's only 4 elite teams.
Yeah. Honestly, it's only 4. Actually,
and so that's 2 and 2. 2 West, 2 East.
No, all 3 of them are on the West.
No, they're not.
3 are on the West. Spurs, OKC, and Golden State.
I got you. No, what in Cleveland? Oh yeah, in Cleveland.
Cleveland's on the West, on the East. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, the state of the NBA is really shitty.
Nah, I wouldn't say shit.
Because it's that's what it is. And I don't see it ever being a point where you could see an 8 seed knocking off a number 1 anymore like it used to be.
Shout out to, what was that, Mutombo?
And the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Baron Davis.
Yeah.
But, moving along, man. On our last episode, man, we talked about the Dallas Cowboys and will they stand, right? Like, will they kneel? And the thing is they finally play this week. They play the 49ers, who are a kneeling team. Their players have been kneeling. So it comes down to this. Last week we spoke about it in the comments. The homie, Baldy Mac.
Baldy!
BALDDMACK. Check out his YouTube channel. Baldy Mac be spitting some game on that channel. Fellas, if you need to get your mouthpiece right and you need to get your mentality right when it comes to kicking it to women, check out his channel.
Baldy Mac, girl.
He be having some real shit on there, man. Nah, I've checked out a bunch of videos on there, man. He killing it. But check out Baldy Mac's
Baldy
YouTube channel. But He said it. He said, them niggas is gonna stand their ass up now. They won't strike, in my opinion. They too scared.
Yeah.
So Jerry Jones said that, you know, hey, this week they played. Jerry Jones said any player on my team that decides to kneel is going to get benched. Cowboys, what you gonna do? Your master said that he gonna punish you if you don't stand. I mean, if you don't stand, he gonna punish you. That's what Master said. Master said he gonna punish you if you don't stand. What you gonna do?
Now,
you gonna fold like a chicken wing? You go back paddle? You go? What you gonna do? You go do exactly what he tell you to do? You gonna be a bitch?
Hey,
are you afraid? Are you afraid? I mean, like, can y'all treat him the same way y'all did Donald Trump? Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. Y'all knew before the anthem. Y'all didn't do it while the anthem was going on. Y'all let y'all owner punk y'all into doing it before the anthem. So what you'll do this week?
What the players have done already this week is they sat down. They had a meeting with the owners, right? The Players Association. They sat down. They had a meeting with some of the owners, and they had a real conversation about real change. And I think that's more important than any type of kneel or stand. So I want to applaud the players who sat down with owners this week. Okay.
What is it to discuss other than the narrative? See, here's what Roger Goodell, the statement that we watched prior to this, right? What did he say in there?
He said
disrespecting the flag.
He strongly encourages everyone to stand
because they're disrespecting the flag. This is not about disrespecting the flag.
Right.
So with it not being about disrespecting the flag, guess what? They just fucking up the whole narrative and making it their own. Right?
Say it one more time.
They're fucking up the narrative and making it their own. They're trying to make it about disrespecting the flag. And it's not about disrespecting the flag.
It's not.
Colin Kaepernick took a knee.
But who was saying it?
Police brutality.
Who was saying that? So the thing is, I need whoever's saying it, which is Roger Goodell, Caucasian. All of the owners, Caucasian.
Because you know Colin Kaepernick's actually they're going after the NFL now. They're going to put a lawsuit against them.
Right, and I'm going to talk about that lawsuit in 3 seconds. So the thing is, they can't understand the law. So if they react a certain way, I mean, it's a couple reasons, because they can't understand our perspective, and then they may be of a certain mindset where they're not going to be open-minded enough to understand anything that we're talking about anyway.
That's what it comes down to, because like I actually I work with a guy, white guy, and the thing is, he asked me, he was like, "You catch the game?" I was like, this was like week 1, week 2. And I was like, we talk sports all the time, because when I have my sports show on 9:10 a.m., he was always coming to me about, talking about sports. So he was like, "You catch the game?" And I was like, no, man, I'm not watching. I'm boycotting. I'm not watching the NFL. I'm done. I was like, I'm really not even. I was like, I'm just done, bro. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, "Why?" And I'm like, he's like, "Your kid." I was like, "Nah, man." I was like, "I'm with Cap." I was like, "Man, look, man, he got a bold deal, boom, boom." He goes, "Well, I understand what he's doing, but he shouldn't have did it where he did it. I mean, because he shouldn't have did it where he did it, and because." I understand, but and I was like, but you really don't understand. If you did, you would know why he did it when he did it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you would know that when he first started off, it was a silent protest. It just wasn't. They started to bring more attention to it, but it's hard for white people to understand. Not all, because there's some who are. The ones that actually deal, they understand.
Not just white people. White people just, they're in the front. Okay, but the thing is, anybody who is maybe hasn't been oppressed. You know what I mean? But I guess, is that only white people? I don't know. But everybody's been oppressed. But you know what I mean? But so now
how has everybody been oppressed?
Everybody at one point,
how?
Right? I mean, every non-Caucasian person's been oppressed at one point.
you said 9, maybe,
Yeah.
depending on where they from and
Yeah.
if they actually lived in that.
I mean, hey,
But, like, yeah.
well, hey, our Jewish brothers went through an extreme dark
Since you're gonna bring them up,
age in our history.
Since you're gonna bring them up, that is treated like it's more dark than
400 years of slavery.
yes. And guess what happened on what soil? One didn't happen on U.S. soil.
Right.
Not saying I'm not
Not minimizing.
not
Just
but guess
pointing
what?
out.
It didn't even happen on U.S. soil,
But it happened.
and we still get the brunt end of the stick. But continue.
Just continuing. So the thing is, I say everyone's been oppressed. Everybody on the planet's been, have felt some injustice at some point in time, right? But when I protest and I use my platform as an NFL player, when the camera's on me and my team, and I kneel and I give a silent protest, and then the thing is it more ugly because it's coming from me? These are unique things that we deal with as a people. That's what we're trying to bring attention to. Unique things that you can't beat. Like I don't think you can beat terrorism. Terrorism is an idea. It'll always be there. It'll always be unfair and things like that. But the thing is, the way that you perceive, because perception is reality. So the way you perceive me as a person, just because my skin is brown and I come from a certain demographic and I kneel, it seems like it's more detrimental. It's more disrespectful, and that's not right.
See,
and then the thing is, he's just trying to bring injustice. He's trying to bring attention to the injustice that we have felt as a people. And this flag is supposed to stand for freedom for all, the pursuit of happiness. And the thing is it for everyone here?
Well, see, and this is when I go to the system of white supremacy. See, in the system of white supremacy, guess what happens? The narrative is controlled by the system of white supremacy. So if you don't want it to be a certain way, guess what you do? You make it about something different. See, it could have kept the same narrative, like when Colin Kaepernick said it completely out of his mouth. This is about police brutality. Somehow, it got changed to he's disrespecting the flag. And the more that was thrown around, it made the regular American who salutes the flag all the time not even want to understand why he's doing what he's doing, because the first thing in their mind is it's been programmed, which TV is a hell of a drug. It's been programmed to make them understand that it's all about the flag and it's nothing about what he said. But end of the day, we gonna see what they do. Next topic before we get out of here. My nigga OJ, man. All right, so OJ has been seen out and about, man. It was an article that was written about him being out with some white girls. They made him seem, they vilified OJ to the fullest. And
wait, so he got out last week, a few days ago, like what, 10, 12 days ago he got out?
About 2 weeks now, damn near, right?
And then damn near. So, and then he hung out with some.
Well, he was out, and it wasn't that he was hanging out with them. They just saw him.
Okay.
And, they wanted to be up under him and take pictures with him and shit. That's what people go do. He is famous. He's also, maybe, and correct me if I'm wrong, or if you can come up with someone within the next 2 or 3 weeks or so, bring it up to me. But I think OJ may be the most hated black man in the history of America. Because the Attorney General of Florida, she said that he's not welcome back in Florida, and they already put that out there that basically if he comes to Florida, they gonna find a way to get his ass in jail.
Yeah.
Marco Rubio, Senator of Florida, said he can come to Florida, but he basically advised against it. And then you even got just recently, I was telling you, his homeboy Eric Dickerson, running back, legend, also coon. Eric Dickerson He straight went into the. He said OJ hit him up to come play golf. And Eric Dickerson is like, he's not ready to do so at this time. Nobody wants to touch OJ with a 10-foot pole right now. So my thing is what should OJ do? I think OJ should just go into fucking hiding. Stay out of the limelight because they want you back in prison. The system, the people, they don't like you. And the only way you're going to really be able to really live your life without shit like this is if you stay away. You may have to become a hermit. I think he should have went to another country. However, it's too late now because he's on parole. But
that's not really an option, is it though? He could have went to.
Years ago, back in the day, it would have been an option. He would have got his ass the hell out of the United States back when the murder case was over. He should have just stayed away because, like, anything that he does is gonna be vilified.
I'm sure.
Like if you read this article that I read, the things that they said in there, it was like they said the two women resembled Nicole Brown Simpson.
Of course they will.
His murdered wife, and I'm like,
they were probably blind and Caucasian.
just because that's
easy.
all. Exactly, that's all. But it was just like a lot of things that they were saying in there, and they made it seem like he was just out here. They said he was on the prowl. That's what I'm saying. Like, everywhere you look up, he's going to be vilified. And like I said, and that was one of the reasons why I said when he had that interview in that truck by someone with just a camera phone or whatever they had, he was supposed to just shut the fuck up and not say shit at all. Keep your mouth shut.
That encounter when he just was recently released that he was at the gas station wouldn't have changed anything.
It would have changed a lot.
That he was found not guilty, this hate started then.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it's going to change it, but at the same time,
I don't really think it really had an effect on the.
It makes it worse when you. The more he talk, the more he say anything. It's like they just want to find something wrong. I mean, at this point, do we even just say fuck the juice, man? If he just gonna be who he is. I mean, he's 70, his knees is bad, the nigga head is still huge. It's not much that's going on with OJ, man.
Not really.
I just let this man go. Let him be. I think he gonna kill somebody else.
No.
Did he actually kill somebody in the first place? So, I mean, come on.
Guilty.
Exactly.
Speaking of trials, real quick, I was going to say, with Kaepernick, he's trying to do a collusion trial, and that's very hard to prove, where he's trying to prove that all the owners in the NFL were against him. He's not going to win that, so I wouldn't even have gone that route. I would have maybe gone somewhere else with it, but that's not gonna fly.
Yankees up 5-0 right now.
Dang.
Over the Astros.
What's the inning is it?
They are.
Anyway,
bottom of the 8th.
All signs are pointing in a good direction. That's all I'm gonna say.
2-2. Dodgers will be playing later. Dodgers will be playing the Cubs, and the Dodgers lead 3-0. Dodgers have been putting in work all season. They were my team to win it. And guess what? Looks like I'm correct. They might win.
Correct.
That's what it looked like. Dodgers. I don't know. I mean, the Yankees could. We'll see who they'll face. But yeah, I'm rocking with them Dodgers. But yeah, man. It's we could go with other subjects, but we've reached.
I'm shaking them.
The ending mark.
Yeah, bro. Like
this has been another edition of Off the Glass.
Boom.
And we're out.